Welcome to Monarch, an online homeschool curriculum from Alpha Omega Publications. In Monarch English 1, your students will study units that cover topics from three major language disciplines: grammar, literature, and composition. This high school English course is typically included in a ninth grade course of study and includes units on the structure of language, words and writing, short stories, communication, studies in the novel, and much more. Now let's take a look at an English 1 lesson to see how concepts like these are covered. In a unit entitled The Structure of Language, let's look at a lesson called Adjectives, Comparison and Suffixes. Most Monarch lessons begin with a brief introduction and a list of objectives for the lesson. These objectives help students stay focused on important lesson content and provide parents with an effective way to measure mastery of lesson content. At the beginning of most lessons, your students will also encounter a list of vocabulary words that will be used throughout the lesson. Click the icon next to each word to hear the correct pronunciation.
Superlative.
After this introductory material, your students then move independently through the lesson, reading the text-based instruction and utilizing the multimedia features that have been provided. More than 25,000 engaging multimedia activities have been included in Monarch lessons and are designed to engage student interest and bring learning to life. The addition of these interactive activities encourages learning by allowing students to become actively involved in the lesson presentation. The slideshows in this lesson provide instruction in the degrees of comparison of adjectives. Let's take a look at some examples. One-syllable comparison.
Bright, brighter, brightest.
Two-syllable comparison.
Friendly, friendlier, friendliest.
Three or more syllable comparison.
Obedient, more obedient, most obedient.
And irregular comparison.
Good, better, best.
At the end of the lesson, the student is presented with a series of questions that provide a review of lesson content. Questions are presented in a variety of formats, including matching, fill in the blank, true and false, sequencing, multiple choice, multiple select, click and place, essay questions, and many more. 85 to 90% of student work is graded instantly by the program. Answers are automatically saved as the student works through the questions, and immediate feedback is given after each question has been answered. If a parent has set the program to allow for multiple attempts, students will be looped back through the lesson to answer questions that were marked wrong on the first attempt. When the student has every question correct or has exhausted all allowed attempts, he can click the Mark Lesson as Complete button to return to the Monarch Student Schoolwork area.